Hey, Body Buds. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers and dads and grandpas and uncles and pseudo-fathers out there. For everyone who feels like today is kind of a blah day because maybe you don't have a father figure in your life, guess what? I'm sharing my dad with you. He is awesome. So, there is so much love in his heart. So, you have a father today. Okay, I am prepping for a week-long trip out of town. So I'm going to talk you through a lot of the different things I've prepped. I'm sitting here going like, this is my everyday. Like this just happens naturally. I don't have to think too hard, but I know many of you who are still getting used to the power foods lifestyle need a little bit of some ideas, things like that. So before I give you a preview of everything, I'm going to finish scooping out my protein. So one thing I've learned from multiple times of flying and following the power foods lifestyle, that I like everything to be as much in plastic bags as possible. I don't like it to be in original containers. So right now I am scooping Source 10, which is from JDJ Nutrition, which by the way, there are a lot of products here I will recommend. Some of them I have discount codes for, some I don't. So I do that as a service because I talk about it and I'm like, hey, why not save you some money? Okay. And yes, I do get paid a commission off your purchase. So I do appreciate you if you do end up purchasing using the code. So jdjnutrition.com, Source 10. This is the cleanest, most natural, very good. I mean, it's there is some artificial sweetener in it, but this is a wonderful protein for people who are maybe lactose intolerant, don't handle whey protein very well. So anyhow, what I'm doing is I'm putting, oops, I forgot. I like to do a little extra boost of glutamine mainly because I have to really decrease inflammation in my back with my scoliosis. So I do personally 10 grams of glutamine per day, which is, I recommend for every adult, 5 grams per day just for good gut lining and building up, especially if you've been taking antibiotics, but it's also very good for recovery from the gym and so forth. So I'm going to make sure that there's no air in here. You can use snack-sized baggies, but I don't have any here, so you do what you can. Okay, there's Mondays. Boom. So let's see, glutamine you can also get at JDJ Nutrition. So anyhow, oh, and then PB2. This is just powdered peanut butter. Some people like to do it instead of regular peanut butter, but the fact is in Power Foods Lifestyle, PB2 is just kind of one of those extras that we don't need to count. So you don't need to, it doesn't count as anything, it's just an extra little thing. It's not enough fat, it's not enough protein. Only the reason why peanut butter is a power fat is because of the oils in it. And so 1 tablespoon of peanut butter or almond butter or cashew butter is gonna get you that 8 to 12 grams peak range of fat. So anyhow, okay, there's Monday, Tuesday. That's gonna take me a little bit, so I guess I'll put that aside. I'll probably get those burners turning on. All right, let me give you a little preview of what I've got prepped here. So here we'll angle it like this. Okay. Where do we even start? So for dinner, because I have like nothing in my fridge, I don't like things to go bad. So I'm going to be cooking 2 eggs for dinner tonight with some sweet peppers. That's about all I have left in my fridge, but I'll be making 2 because then I can just pop it in the microwave in the morning. I'll go to the gym really early and then this will be my post-workout. So I have breakfast already. I don't need to rush. I don't need to stop by McDonald's on my way to the airport. No, it's all about preparation ahead of time. So I'll have my PVF meal on my way to the airport and then my fridge will be clean. I don't need to worry about anything going bad and have a wonderful dinner and breakfast tonight. I don't need a ton of variety in my meals. So some of you who are like, I put this in the book in the Power Foods Lifestyle if you guys have read it. You'll get faster results the more you don't need all the variety. The fact is the Power Foods Lifestyle is the original foods that God gave us, point blank. So, the more you read and research, the more you realize that all the man-made stuff is exactly that. It's man-made illness. It's man-made disease. So we get back to the basics. Now, I'm not saying that I'm, 100% perfect with all my foods. I mean, you'll see I do, Quest bars. I like the oatmeal chocolate chip and I like, what is this one? White chocolate raspberry. These are about the only 2 I will eat. I've got tuna in packets. I don't eat more than 2 servings of tuna per week due to the mercury content. I recommend that for all my clients as well. It is a wonderful protein exchange, but again, due to the mercury content. That's the thing, is like, we can talk about optimal foods all day long, but you have to look at your sourcing. Where are you getting your foods, and does that have maximum nutrition in it? I've taken all of my vitamins and supplements and put it in a portion baggie, along with this little to-go pouch. This is a way that I ensure that my immune system stays super high while I'm traveling. This is Organifi. The code for that, I'll just type it in here. Here, I'll type in all the different codes. So we had jdjnutrition.com, and that was bod buds. And then we had www.organifi.com, and that code is bod buds again. So there's that. What's in my supplements, you might ask? I'll tell you. 5,000 international units of D3, 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. Let's see here. I take an omega-7 product, which is for my hair, skin, and nails. Ladies, I rave about it. I have not got yet set up with the like discount code and everything. So I'll just tell you right now, it's at cebu.com. I'll type that one in, cebu.com. So I do my omega-3s, my fish oils, 2 grams in the morning. Then I do my omega-7s at nighttime with my magnesium. Everything else is morning. And then just the omega-7s and magnesium is at night. I do 600 milligrams of calcium. I have to do potassium due to the fact that my electrolytes just get all over the place. And I've just, through enough experimentation, figured out 100 milligrams of potassium a day just does my body good. I don't cramp. I don't have a lot of issues. So what else is in this? Brewer's yeast, 500 milligrams. That kind of raises the underlying engine, the humdrum of kind of your functioning. It's not like a stimulant of energy, but I've got so many of you guys on Brewer's yeast. I don't have a discount code for it. I got mine on vitacost.com, which I'll type in. Vitacost.com. The brand I use is Major, M-A-J-O-R. So there's that. Hi, Lyle. Let's see. There's a bunch of you guys on here. I can't see anyone else's names though. All right. So that's it. As far as all the main supply of my nutrients, like the magnesium, the fish oil, and the D3, definitely you guys, you've got to go nutraceutical, NutriKey.net. That's the only place I recommend. Zero commission coming to me for that. I don't even have a discount code for you, but that's the place I buy mine and recommend for all of you. Next, okay, they have these flavored rice cakes. Usually, for the most part, I'm trying to stay away from artificial sweeteners, but travel, you know, you kind of have to play a little bending of some rules, if you will. So these are some berry flavored rice cakes. I found these olive to go things thanks to some of my clients telling me about them. They're awesome. I have to actually eat, 2 containers to be a full peak range of fats, because in one container we're looking at, there are 2 servings per container, which is just weird. Why do they do all this math? So 8 olives, they're saying, is 1 serving. So 1 container, 2 times the total fat is 3 grams of fat. So as you can see, that's far below our peak range of 8 to 12 to make an appropriate PVF meal. So I could either put this on top of a salad with some additional avocado or maybe some nuts. Oh, look, I have some nuts ready to go. I've packed some almonds, raw almonds. I've packed some raw Brazil nuts. By the way, men, if you need a natural testosterone booster, there you go. That's it for the nut supply. No, JK. I have all my favorite Justin's maple, like almond butter, vanilla almond butter. Big fan of these. And for the time it takes, I don't know how many of you guys saw one time I did a video buying the actual jar and then putting it in small, like divvied out cups. For the time it took for me to do that and the cost efficiency, it's actually more cost efficient for me to buy the packets. So in case you're wondering, I've already done the work. I buy the packets. Next, ready to bake sweet potatoes. So these easy to travel in my cooler. By the way, want to know a fun hot tip? I have never ever once in my life had somebody tell me, you need to not take your cooler, because I take my carry-on, I take my personal item, usually my purse or my laptop bag, and I like shove everything in, and then I take my cooler. That's 3 items. No one's ever stopped me. I've gone on so many airplanes, you guys. So that's just my strategy. And do you know what? I have a few phrases in my arsenal that I will pull out. Absolutely. If somebody does challenge me on that, I'll say, if your airplane can provide me this, I am happy to leave my cooler here. The smile gets them. They're like, works at every amusement park, works at every place, every theater, every basketball game, every venue you'll ever go to that people are like, you can only buy the inside food. You're like, does it have this, because I have allergies. And in this day and age, you guys, you can pull that card. Pull it. I give you permission. So we have the olives. Oh, love these. So these come in ready to go packages. These are still cut oats. Now I have some that are with flaxseed as well. Some have like a mix of oats, flaxseed, some have chia seeds. So these, I believe, what's the company called? I've just had these in the pantry for a while. Oh, I have a recipe in volume 2 with bare oats, I believe. Anyhow, they're in the grains aisle. So the cool thing about this is you just like microwave it 30 seconds. You fill up the pouch with water or almond milk. You know, I don't do regular dairy. I encourage you guys to get out of dairy as well, especially if you know someone dealing with allergies or asthma. Get dairy out ASAP. You guys, that should be a no-brainer. Please pass that information along. Give it 2 weeks. I promise you on my life, those people are gonna be like, wow, there is a difference. Get off dairy. It should be really like an indulgence, like, wow, what a treat. I got some cheese, or I got some milk, or you can get the calcium, you can get the other things that you think you're getting from the dairy through our other power foods. Absolutely. Okay, this is something I do have a discount code for. This is Nick's Sticks. I've had him on my podcast talking about grass-fed beef and the differences with the omega content in the cattle industry. He blows some whistles. You guys got to go check out that episode. I wish I knew which one it is off the top of my head, but here's a hot tip for anything you want to know and you want to know the Body Buddies opinion on it. Just go to Google and Google Body Buddies and then a key phrase, Body Buddies magnesium, Body Buddies grass-fed beef, Body Buddies yams, Body Buddies carbs. I promise you, I have put out enough resources and blog posts and podcasts and Facebook posts that you'll probably find something. So that's a really useful tip that a lot of people are using. Anyhow, this is the Nick's jerky. This is free-range turkey jerky. I no longer buy regular jerky due to everything they're adding to it. Because I've had a personal relationship with Nick and been able to ask him point blank lots of questions, which I very much value, people who are willing to share with me the truth behind products and, you know, their manufacturing process. I love that. So highly, highly, highly endorse Nick's Sticks. Here you go. Here's your link. Nick's, gosh darn it, is it a hyphen? I believe it is, sticks.com, or just go to my link, which is bit.ly. Let's see if I can remember all these. Bod Buds Nick's Sticks. Give that a shot. All right, next I have an avocado, which I have a feeling isn't gonna last me past tomorrow morning. I'll probably eat a third of it tonight with my eggs, and then a third in the morning, and then I'll chuck the rest. So that's probably not gonna go with me. I'll buy some fresh in Seattle. Next, a peach. They were so good. I took some of these on my camping trip and took a knife and just kind of made a lot of slices and handed them out, you know, around with all the kids or my siblings and my parents and stuff. And we all just enjoyed a nice crunchy slice of peach. It was such a nice treat. And eating a whole one would make me sick because I've kind of watched out for fruit. Again, it's not that fruit is bad. If you have any questions about fruit, you've got to do the whole Google thing. You need to listen to my podcast episode about fruit. The episode is called Fruit, Is It Healthy or Not? And I talk through the chemical process that fruit goes through in your body, a process called fructolysis, which has to resemble glucose. It just helps give you the dialogue to think and come to your own conclusion of should you do fruit or not. And that's what I try and do here at Body Buddies, you guys, is I try to talk a lot, talk in and out and through and around and over and underneath the topic so that it's giving you the information you need to come to an educated awareness or understanding of what's appropriate for you. So I hope that you guys are doing that. Oh, have I covered everything? I left off the banana chips. This is a new thing. I haven't really done banana chips before. Many of you guys may know I'm not the biggest fan of bananas due to their high starch and sugar content. Now, the next thing I hear is, well, how do you get your potassium? Guys, has like double the potassium than a banana. Avocado. Always. Avocado superior to banana. Who's blowing me up? Okay. Oh, grapefruit. We didn't talk about this. Wonderful low glycemic fruit. This and half a cup of blueberries, half of a grapefruit, half a cup of blueberries. Those are both awesome exchanges for a lowercase c that you could add to a PVF meal. Whoa, we gotta turn this off. Sorry, guys. Anyhow, grapefruit, big fan of. Don't add sugar. You'll be fine. Let your tongue enjoy the lovely flavors and juices and taste. Let your tongue come to life again, you guys. 2 weeks, get back to real food. I'm reading an interesting book right now called The Dorito Effect. If you guys saw my post a few posts down, I posted the irony of it, that I was reading it while camping and my family busts out the Doritos. I was like, oh, this is fantastic. Give me some, you know, and it's very insightful into the very complex engineering that has gone into the mainstream foods that we all think are normal foods, and how tantalized our taste buds are that they can't necessarily appreciate the raw, real taste of good, wholesome foods. And once we start getting off those processed foods and chemicals and get back to these basics, it's incredible what changes in your palate, in your metabolic capacity, in your just overall body composition. Now, remember, here at Body Buddies, I am one of the very few people who teaches strategy, who tries to help you bridge the gap between your desired body composition and shifting the body to be a desired look if you have that desire. And over here is health. We've got people over here who just worry about aesthetics. We've got people over here who just worry about lifestyle and like health and how your body functions and feels. And here at Body Buddies, I teach you the strategies to find the right marriage of those principles for you and for your psychology. So unfortunately, there's no quick one paper that teaches that. You've got to invest your time into the podcast, and definitely you have to do my 8-week challenge at some point. That's the very number one way, unless you've been coached personally by me. Even still, I would go through the 8-week challenge too, due to the education process part of it that's very systematic in what you need to do at what time, watch which video, listen to which podcast at which time. So if you have not yet done my 8-week challenge, you need to do that. Here's your hot link for that. It is on your own. I'm not taking any other groups through it for the remainder of this year. We're just finishing week 8 of the one group